Hello, everybody. Welcome to another SCL 7 cast. We're very excited today to be casting two games, which I think will be really good. We've got Adafheyesh and Dampsquib first, and then we will have Beanie versus Rav. And our casters today joining me are going to be Yash and Gabriel.
Hello.
Hello. This is actually gonna be pretty interesting. I'm not sure about the Rov Beanie game because I have my predictions and suspicions, and I would definitely not like them to come true. But this matchup is actually quite historic in of itself. Those two people, Adafheyesh and Dampsquib, have been at it for literally the last 3 months or something, fighting each other in SCL and everywhere else.
It's kind of like a match going back and forth for ages now.
Well, you say that, but I don't think it's been that back and forth. I believe the current status quo is that the snipers win every single game except one game where Ada just wins on Spy somehow. In fact, I
yeah,
believe
fair.
that was those last two games between those players in the division just below where we are now, somewhere in the SCL automaton ladder. But yeah,
Well,
they are back together. They are gonna scrap it. And yeah, let's see which one of them is gooder this time around.
who's going to win that one spy win, huh?
Oh, well, probably Ada. We'll see. For now, I believe they did draft at some point because SCL works
draft
like
is a
that,
thing.
right?
Yeah, we got the draft right here.
Wow. All right. So no ban from Dampsquib and the balcony ban by Adafheyesh. So definitely both players not preferring any bullshit.
They both declined to restrict.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why there's nothing. I was also wondering.
No, that's not a mistake. They're just both that spicy.
I think at this point they
What
just
is this?
realize that they will play each other in the playoffs again, so this match doesn't really matter. So yeah, just pick in comfort. We do have Redwoods and Ballroom as our doubles, and Modern with Pub as singles. And judging by the fact that I have a Ballroom game on my screen, we do start with Ada Speaks.
That does sound correct, yeah. I have a nice pearls on my screen as well.
Ooh.
Oh, hang on.
Pretty
Not in replays
spicy.
mode. There we go.
Don't worry, eventually you'll get there.
All right, we're good.
Oh, nice. I thought I was going to have to start talking about random stuff until we managed to put the game up.
Yeah, well, that's called casting. We usually do that while the game's happening as well. Speaking of, let's start the game in 3, 2, 1, playing it, and continue talking about random nonsense. So
yeah, so we're not... Do you want to go first, or should I start with the random stuff?
well, let's just start by saying that we are playing as one of the slowest characters at this party, and the fact that we were forced to bounce away from our seduction target there is actually quite a bit annoying. There's a bug, however, not credited, at least not on our screen, as the sniper just continues on with the usual rotations for...
How is that not seen? You know, that's when I'm playing sniper, that's the same thing. There's a bug, and then you're like, oh, how did I not see that after the game?
Well,
We're going to central statue now.
and we are promptly being highlighted for it. It won't matter too much if the bug was not in fact seen, because it's just a middle inspects. You will need to get away with the fourth, but the sniper doesn't know that we have a bug already, so we can just finish the game with a cool little flirt, a cool little banana bread. Just try not to cough and you will be fine.
Yeah. I mean, if the bug wasn't seen, unless we read BB, I don't see how we lose this.
Yeah, if the bug was not seen. However, have to point out this is the first game of the set, right? So you don't really want to show your hand on sniper too early, because Ada has been getting those spy wins past Dampsquib at the most unfortunate of times, which has been the trend as of now. So It's really up on Dampsquib to try and finally get a clean scoreline for himself on Sniper to secure at least a draw.
I mean, double agent left conversation. I think we were waiting for a small man there, but this was a really good BB otherwise. I'm kind of sad we didn't take it. We only have 80 seconds left, so we're gonna have to start doing things. Our ST is now at statues, so we have to probably go back there, which is not necessarily bad since we've done middle statues, but it's not amazing.
The issue is that statue has a fingerprint, which means that if the sniper knows that the statue has a fingerprint, now we're credited with half of the fingerprints, and that is the potential fourth mission that we can be credited with, which might just mean that Dampsquib will shoot for the fingerprint finish, and Ada will lose despite getting away with a bug, or at least we think getting away with a bug.
Yeah, and we need either one green flirt or two more flirts, and we have 35 seconds to find those and a BB, and double agent isn't in a conversation. So this is starting to get a little dangerous.
Oh, well, why live life if not on... Okay, maybe that life is not worth living, because our seduction target just does not want to get flirted. Wills leaves on us. We do get a banana bread just after 10 seconds, but there is our panic play. We do get a green purloin off, however, the clock is hanging.
Go flirt!
And
why are we not flirting? Oh, goodness.
And it's shot.
I think maybe just chasing the flirt at the end would have been better. But at the end, I mean, we only have... I don't know, I'm not sure.
I think if you chase flirt in the end, you run the risk of not getting to the timer anyway, and you will need to purloin anyway. But you do get that slight little chance to finish without having to click extra buttons. So there is some amount of risk, and I think Ada just wanted to get a mission win countdown the safer way, because I'm not sure if Toby would have been able to get to us in time.
But I think after the green purloin, we should have went for flirt immediately. But unfortunately, Wheels was on briefcase, so that actually doesn't work. So either way, yeah.
We start off strong with a sniper party so far, which it isn't saying much because it's just the first game. But let's see if Ada still has it, as Dampsquib is gonna try and spy for the first spy victory in the set, which apparently is enough to win those games. I'm not sure how those how the specific matchup works, but we do have boots, I believe. No, wait, hold up.
Yes, it's boots.
Yeah.
Let's go. I haven't been around. I should be around more. Anyway, let's start the game and stop this nonsense in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Are we going for a bug? We can still get it, and now we can't.
Well, it was a valiant attempt to not bug, and it has succeeded. The seduction target almost rewards us, but just coldly passing by, going to that bookshelf. And we have pretty much nothing to do, getting an innocent drink.
We have a very similar start compared to last game, where we do nothing for the first 30 seconds. But we don't have the bug. Main difference.
Well, the current statistic will show you that in 100% of the games, a bug did result in a loss. So maybe now we're just trying to avoid it. Wouldn't be the best advice, because I'm lying with statistics, which is kind of the point. But as of now, we are right next to the ambassador, taking an innocent drink and just waiting for the situation to get better in some way, shape, or form.
Well, we can get a flirt now, free flirt. And 3 flirt as well. We're gonna have to flirt 3 times.
Well, we're gonna need to see about that. However, the ambassador is still pretty close, and the laser, however, is staring intently at...
We didn't see that. It was completely
Absolutely
invisible.
nothing happened. I honestly, at this point, considering we are playing against players as good, maybe those dumb bugs just work better because they're expecting some kind of random reverse drive-by wrong arm drink bug or something. And instead, you're just having one right across the screen with no backdrop at all, getting those mill inspects. However, not all of them are finished. We will need to go back to the statues again.
Oh, great. We can get another flirt though. I feel like I should note now, like on my little notes for player research, that I can just bug randomly against those two players and it might work.
Well, you also will need to finish flirts, which has been an issue in the only games that we have seen so far. However, Dampsquib is pretty much set with finishing flirt on time, even if the last one will be slightly spooky and cramped. There goes a banana bread, which we will need to complete, and we still need to find our last inspect, which is pretty scary there. However,
Doesn't matter. We get shot anyway, so.
yeah, Ada has seen us at center statues, so Ada just assumes that we have completed that mission and shoots us for a very nice 4 mission count.
I think the
Doesn't?
bug was seen.
Nah, it would never. Well, it's just game 2, which means we get 2 more games of Ballroom, which means that we get 2 more bugs that are potentially less atrocious than what has happened so far. We are
Let's
going to be
see.
playing as Red Dress, and we are going to be starting in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Players are not oh, Ada is not taking control immediately, always wants to see the first few bounces.
I mean, it is a pretty interesting thing to do. Well, it helps you figure out what you want to do at the start of the game, and considering that Dampsquib has started both of his sniper games just zoomed in on the ambassador and doing nothing else, I think that's actually a good idea. You don't really want to pull off chaos bugs against a person who specifically watches for those.
No, but you can pull off a Chaos Purloin if you try for it.
Well,
Or a Chaos Swap. Someone who's just
well,
treating the ambassador is a dangerous man. Allows any other missions.
Smallman did try to pull off a chaos swap right behind that conversation, but it was noticed and at least the inspects were credited. So that's good on the sniper. However, the spy will just rush flirt because you have to compensate for the mistakes that you have been doing earlier. And speaking of hardtails, there's the action test microfilm has been successfully removed.
Yeah, and it's green. Makes it easier to not see.
The action test or the book?
Both.
Oh. We are rejecting a drink, so that's yet another green test potentially for the sniper to worry about. However, not gonna be in the books for now because it was just an innocent reject as we pick up the briefcase and put it down because the ambassador is currently busy with statues.
So we're gonna finish flirt right here, going as far away as possible from RST. Well, I mean, what can we do now? We need to get another fingerprint, and we might want to finish transfer, and then we can banana bread and finish, right?
Well, that's the beautiful part about microfilms. The hardest part about it is the second action test, because it's always in the more suspicious location. Look at it, there's no cover at all for us. We just need to get it, hope it's green, and hope it's not seen. Why I'm talking in rhymes, I don't know, but there goes the hand.
Oh my goodness.
And look at Sari just walking towards us, covering us from the laser a little bit, but that might just be enough as we're going to a fingerprintable statue. Inspects are not in the cards, so we are going to the sides. Well,
why don't we just take one inspect? No? Not even one, just in case?
Why
like
not?
But if our double engine doesn't go into a conversation, we need to do something else.
That could have been very cool. We tried to finish with a bug there, but unfortunately, the laser is all over us. We have been shifted on after that inspect, and we are promptly shot because of the animation.
Would we have died for a BB? Like, I think a bug is just so much more dangerous than a BB.
But a bug is just nicer, and look at it. It's not even that bad, I think,
No, that's why
because
it was seen.
because the talk covers anim. Okay, fair. It wasn't a bug right across the screens, therefore it got seen. See, that's the point I
Exactly.
was trying to prove all along.
Yeah, I think you're right on that.
Okay, last game of Ballroom. The score so far is 2-1. Still, the sniper party persists. Let's see if Rocker is enough to turn the tides in 3, 2, 1, playing it. And compared to our opponent, we are taking control pretty much immediately. Still, however, gonna rush those flirts. Green test, potential to flirt in the cards. Pretty nice to start the game off.
Yeah, I like it. I don't. Yeah, where are we going now? I would have said I don't think we need to bug here. Just an innocent window.
Yeah, that's the point. When you don't expect the bugs, the sniper definitely does not.
Or is it the opposite? When you don't expect the bug, the sniper expects it more, even more.
I mean, to be fair, the sniper always expects a bug. It's just. Anyway, unfortunately, the seduction target a bit too far from us, so the second green test will not be enough.
Banana bread.
The third green test, however, will get us a mission done finally. Being the banana bread, a few lowlights are going out, but the party is not quite narrowed down and we're going for a bug.
I mean, yeah. It's definitely a good bug now. Is it suspected? That's another question. Can go for a finish with a flirt and then we'll need a fourth mission.
Well, if it's seen or not, I can't tell, but it's definitely not credited. And we are doing the fourth mission. See, we're playing balcony, all of the green tests. That's the fourth.
My rush.
Was the last flirt a green as well?
That's SDA who takes. That's unfortunate. 5 seconds? No? We're not shooting.
Well, SDA taken is not that much of a problem. The more important thing is that the sniper didn't take the shot. Which means that we finally get a spy win. And I believe Dampsquib is finally in the lead. I don't think that has happened before in SCL between those two players.
They only played, like, what? 2 times? 3 times, maybe?
Yeah, out of the 2 divisions that they have been playing in, they are playing for the 3rd time.
That's a very big sample size.
And I think, judging by their results, they are almost set to fight against each other for the 4th time, but let's not go too much further into the future because the present is yet to be discussed. Redwoods, right?
Yeah, trees.
Trees. And we are dressed for the occasion, all in green, with some red hair for the redwoods. We will begin the game in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Going to the bar. Yep, there we go. Finishing our drink, getting a flirt in, getting a nice delicate purloin. A nice start. And we get the green. Perfect.
51% on it as well, yeah. That is pretty good. Let's see if the delegate will be remembered, because it might just be missed with the amount of stuff that you need to remember early on Redwoods. We are going for a briefcase, however, that's going to be a fingerprint.
That's way too far, isn't it? Yeah.
Well,
way too far.
Dampsquib agrees.
It doesn't matter how well you are following the etiquette. The only thing that matters is how well you look in the eyes of the sniper, and so far the answer is not good. There's a bug, there also was a delegate in the meantime, and Teal slash mom slash Rachel slash however you wanna call her is just about to take the list. Yes, indeed, it has been purloined.
If we go for another briefcase, we're dead.
Well, we go for another gulp. That's going to be the start for now, and
Yep.
the sniper takes hold, notices the missing list, and shoots the most suspicious person in the party, who, for some reason, also had a delegate. And why would they? That's just wow.
Yeah,
Dampsquib.
just a nice notice from the briefcase being far away, and then just the purloin.
At the very
Nice
least,
thing from
securing
Dampsquib.
his lead so far, and now fighting for the second spy win, which can be backbreaking, especially considering how devastating those snipers were in their last few scraps. Thick is our spy. The game begins in 3, 2, 1. Playing it, and the AI control is taken.
If Dampsquib wins this, this is going to be just a very, very solid lead.
In a game that you can argue does not really matter if they are both fighting for first and gonna finish first and second, but the more important part is finally a win for Dampsquib, because it hasn't happened yet, and Dampsquib probably looking for the first victory at some point. Let's see, we are being offered, and we will promptly delegate. Not gonna take the list outright, that would just be suspicious.
Yeah, and I mean the winner of this, if they're both going to be first and second, the winner of this would still choose the seed, right? So you'd be able to choose who is a spy or sniper first, and then the map.
Ooh, that sounds like an interesting advantage. Maybe even to play
Very.
for. There's a bug. Is it seen? Our classic vintage game. 68% on the flirt, and so far no credit at all. I think that the snipers just shoot at this point.
Am I wrong in saying that there has been a bug attempt in every single game?
I think you are correct, yes.
Well, that's purloin, so if that's noticed, maybe we can die now. If not, we
Well,
probably win.
Toby does not have a list, and I think that Ada does know it at this point in time. The action test is white. We will need to flirt one more time. 100 seconds on the clock, however,
bread.
and the fake banana bread,
Ooh.
a known fake banana bread for the sniper. I like this play. I actually like it.
Well, not if we're
means-
gonna BB for real now. That's
Well, we can just wait it out a little bit. There it is. It is going to be a green, however, and wow. Is there like 2 people not in the conversation, and one of them is the ambassador?
I feel like this is very suspicious for Seek if you saw him doing a fake BB.
Yeah, if you saw him moving between conversations, definitely, but there's so much stuff happening on Redwoods, and the timer is getting pretty low, so you're gonna be suspecting someone to finish by that point. Which means that the tensions are running high, and you definitely can't afford to look at the random person moving between conversations when there's ambassador to guard or the statues or something.
We have to go to bar, or we're not gonna get the flirt.
Well, we are moving there right now. Red dress does not leave for the time being, and we are in the mission win countdown. Let's see if we get shot for a Phantom Purloin.
I don't think so.
And yes, indeed, we don't.
Wow, Dampsquib, that's what, 5-2, 5-1? 5-1, right?
Yeah, I believe
That's
it's
damp,
5-1.
baby.
Wow.
Putting on a clink, Adafheyesh definitely needs to get some games under his belt to mount a comeback, and I want to say a spy game on Redwood sounds like a pretty good place to start. Let's see how Alice will do it in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Come on, I want to see the comeback here. Just a complete sweep. From 5-1 to 7-5.
Wait, no, hold up. Don't spoil the narrative yet.
I mean, that's the only way, right?
Oh well, I don't know how the game will end. I know for sure that there will be a delegate because it just happened, and I also know for sure that there will be a bug this game because of course it will, right? Surely they won't change anything.
And there's probably going to be a BB and a flirt.
Nah.
So we just need to choose the 4th mission, right? That's it.
You're starting to sound a little bit too daring. However, there will be a time at and the green one to boot. Redwoods is a venue where time issues are one of the biggest concerns for the spy, so actually a pretty interesting play. Going
I
to
mean,
a
I knew
time
there
at
was a
spot
timeline, right?
afterwards as well. And well, if anything, we aren't credited yet, so that's a start.
Here's the flirt. Oh, we haven't done anything yet, right, by the way. So we haven't delegated. Here's our first flirt. Here's our actual first mission. And it's only 19%. So we might need to 4-flirt this.
Well, on the other hand, we have time at it, so the only thing that happened is we've taken 40 seconds out of this game to flirt once, and the sniper has been looking at the venue for a minute and a half, which is quite a while on Redwoods, I want to say. And
I mean, yeah, the time ad is the only salvation here. Otherwise, we'd be pretty damn far away from getting a spy win.
And you see that the dampest of the squibs right now does have a few suspects among the partygoers. Queen getting her highlight as well. We are going for a second time ad, this time around at the fireplace. Also green. So
Green as
Ada,
well, so nothing to see.
maybe just trying to tire Dampsquib out. Maybe just hoping that Dampsquib will snap and take a shot at someone. For, well, Redwoods, the game has been going for 3. The game will be going for at least 4 minutes on Redwoods, which is quite an amount of
Banana
time.
bread.
The banana bread is also going to be a green, but the flirt will fail again. However, putting us in a 3 flirt range, I think.
Just need a green for the next one. It's interesting as well, because if you keep green time adding, apart from the first one, the sniper can't actually make any conclusions on any of your next watch checks, because they won't know. You can't. There's no difference for the clock on the sniper after one time add.
Oh, it doesn't get even slower. It just continues being
No.
slow for longer. Yeah, that's a good point. We are gonna go for a briefcase, which I'm not sure if a briefcase fingerprint necessarily is going to be our 4th. If we want to be just an innocent partygoer while time adding relentlessly, because a briefcase is very noticeable, I want to say. And an inspect is also pretty noticeable, as highlighted by that highlight.
I wouldn't mind finishing with a flirt. We didn't get any inspects off, which I hope we do when coming back, because it's always nice to have options.
And also we are credited for those already, so might as well.
Or we could
However-
put them back in green.
Yeah, we can just put the book somewhere else and then find a fingerprint somewhere. I don't know.
or
That-
that also works.
Wow. Okay. So we have green's transfer.
Why are we not taking the inspects? I don't get this. There's nothing you're losing by taking.
And we have green's transfer, but this time around the hand has been a little bit on screen. Which doesn't matter too much, because the microfilm has just been removed. Now it's time for the harder part, the second action test. And the time is not on our side. Not now, not ever. We have been timing for a while. 1:30 extra on the clock, and now it's just at 16 seconds to go.
But we still need a fingerprint. We did We did a transfer microfilm twice. The first one didn't work. We have 6 seconds. We're getting shot. This is that's one game. That's quite one game.
Well, Dampsquib has guaranteed himself at least a draw. I'm not quite sure how the tiebreak procedures go for the promotion match if there is a draw in the regular season. But Ada definitely needs to clutch up, win this sniper game, and continue getting spy games, just one by one, which should be pretty hard against such a player as Dampsquib. But Adafheyesh has shown us that he was doing that before, was capable of that before at the least. Duke is going to be our spy choice, and we shall begin the game in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
We can go for a very fast BB and then we could try like for a bug or a timeout. Or we could just do absolutely nothing for the first 30 seconds of the game, like every game we've had in this set.
These players would never go for a bug. Come on. Who do you hold them for?
Oh, no, sorry. I meant a timeout.
Good. In the meantime, we're just spending time in a nice company of the pair of people who are definitely in love with each other and some other people who are definitely not spies. And a double agent, not sure if suspected, but a pretty important partygoer nonetheless.
Can we get a free flirt? We certainly can. There we go. It's going to be 37% with a green. Not too bad. It's like a bit more than the standard white. We did get the bug, but I don't mind. We probably would have seen that as the sniper.
Well, the bug will happen eventually if you're gonna be looking for it. Redwoods is just of anywhere. There's a lot of funny bugs possible. Just like any other venue in the game, except for maybe balcony, I guess, but still. We are going for a statue, and we are going for swabs. That's going to be a white test. We're putting the statue back. Is it seen necessarily? Ada?
I mean, there hasn't been a swap, so as a
Ada
first
doesn't
swap
have
of
the
the set,
statue on... He doesn't have the statue on screen yet. He only now gets it. But just for a second. I think now we're getting a look on it. That majestic bird.
it's beautiful.
It's also pretty fake.
I mean, this one is, yeah, specifically. But you wouldn't know that.
How does Dampsquib accomplish moving around the... That is an interesting redirect off of a briefcase. We're gonna get our second flirt, 88% on that particular hotbar. Just about a
Double agent
minute.
isn't moving. They just stood there with their briefcase.
Yeah, because Ambassador is there as well. And
They couldn't move.
yeah, sometimes you just can't move. Life do be that way.
We're gonna flirt with double agent, which is not a mission, but
We're
We're
also
still
gonna
trying to.
flirt with that statue, and this is our first inspects in both the Sniper's Eye and the Spies because we were not seen swapping. First pair of inspects actually, so maybe we are still on track to finish, seduce, banana bread, last inspect. Gonna be clutch on time, but if we accomplish that, that will be a pretty back-breaking game to end the set on.
I mean, double agent isn't in the right place, so we're gonna have to inspect. I mean, I don't see any solution now. We have to purloin and bug maybe, and not anymore. Now we need to.
And the end of
the
red.
time ad. Oh, BB bug. And
The aborted banana bread means we can't bug because our hand is busy coughing and not bugging. This is
that's
unfortunate.
something.
We do get shot for it anyway, but it is
Yes.
pretty unfortunate. A nice little attempt by Dampsquib anyway to pull that game back together, but in the end, Ada just wins it. And now gets a chance to sweep the rest of the venues, singles, so to speak. Stun with Modern. Adafheyesh picking up Kane. Will he be a true Kane gamer, or is this going to be a 7-2 victory? We shall see in 3, 2, 1, play it.
Just getting some few bounces here. We're actively searching for the bounces here. And now we're going
Unfortunately,
for it.
our opponent's name is a little bit too long and doesn't even start with the letter M, so we are not getting loaded for it. We do, however, get a green transfer at a green bookshelf. We
And a
also
highlight.
and a highlight for the green arrows that we have. It all checks out.
I mean, obviously. I don't see why the sniper doesn't shoot the spy immediately. Clearly the green arrow is visible.
I think at this point the players just try to mission count each other, because we have seen a few bugs that weren't credited. For example, Dampsquib's first bug on Ballroom was pre-telegraphed, but not credited at all until the shot later in the game, right? I think the snipers just are trying to hide a little bit of information, and here Dampsquib just wants to see Ada. Maybe he will time out. Maybe he will not try to finish, in which case there's no harm in not shooting for the first transfer, because it's not even a mission.
Okay, we're doing the sneaky delegate leave, which is visible if you're really staring at it, but otherwise it's really not. And you don't get a drink for it, so it's nice.
Well, if you don't remember the delegate, maybe you can remember someone taking the list afterwards. It is pretty hard to do, but as Teal/Mom/Jennifer/ however you wanna call her approaches the bar, we might see if the sniper has remembered. The list is taken, and the shot is taken as well.
And that's the win. That's
That is, in fact,
quite
a
a
win.
sweep.
Yeah.
7-2.
Considering the last two games were 7-5, 7-5 in favor of Adafheyesh, and I think
That is
they
something.
both were SpyParty except for one game. This is actually quite an interesting development in the saga of Dampsquib versus Adafheyesh. We'll see how and if they will fight each other again, and probably broadcast that match to you at a later date. However, for
In
now,
episode 4?
in episode 4, Adafheyesh strikes back or something.